How we doing, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Uh, this video, I just wanted to share my story, my battle with IBD. So I was in the United States Marine Corps, and I was stationed over in Japan. I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis in 2004. So it has now been 15 years since I've been battling ulcerative colitis. I know the first time it hit me, or the first time, like the pain, the first time I experienced ulcerative colitis, it was like somebody had stuck their hand inside my intestines and just was squeezing with all their might. And I had no idea what was going on. I never experienced pain quite like that before. And it was actually like a mind fuck for me, because I had no idea what was going on and why it was going on with me. I've always been a big person, and I pride myself on eating healthy, clean, treating my body good in terms of the things I'm putting inside my body, being physically fit, was always athletic, played a lot of sports, and there were people around me who were smoking, drinking, eating bad, like doing all the negative stuff, and they were fine. So it was like, I don't know if y'all experienced this, but for me, like, I just couldn't wrap my mind around why. And it wasn't until recently, like maybe a few years ago, where I decided and I knew that it wasn't about me. Maybe this was happening to me because I'm strong enough to actually handle it and to give back. So a couple of things that honestly I feel personally helped me going through ulcerative colitis and my battle with it today. And just so you guys know, like, I'll have a flare-up. My flare-up, sometimes I might not have a flare-up in a year. But recently my flare-ups tend to happen once to twice a year, and they put me out about a week. I'm literally in the hospital, pain management, right? And then I come out and I bounce back and I'm almost regular. And I think that most of that comes from mentally being in the right space, eliminating stress, constantly staying in the gym, and then at the same time, eating the right things, adding the right natural supplements into my diet. And those things, honestly, I personally feel help me a lot with being regular. I have regular bowel movements outside of flare-ups. I don't have a ton of bleeding or bleeding that often or that much anymore. And in addition to that, I pretty much kind of get to eat whatever I really want to eat. I stay away from trigger foods that I'll discuss later on, and go through dieting, a couple of different fitness regimens that I do. I even went to the extreme, and I do natural products now. So it's very rare that I'll put on a deodorant or a lotion that's not natural. Because I think that's the other part that we forget, is our skin absorbs all these toxins and things like that, and it gets into our bloodstream, and those things affect our gut and our overall health as well. So those are just some key things to kind of to think about. But to get back on track in terms of like my story, it's been something that I've battled for a long time. There's really no one in my family that has it. So the IBD, ulcerative colitis, and Crohn's disease is an ongoing thing that a lot of people aren't aware of. And although I do not claim ulcerative colitis, like, I understand I have it. I understand that's what the doctors tell me I have, the disease that I have. I still don't claim it. And I think mentally that is what allows me to keep up the good fight and to shun off the disease itself, right? And it pops up every now and then, and I still don't claim it, right? The reason I'm putting this out there now is because it's bigger than me. It's bigger than you and I, and the world needs to know what people go through. It's quite frankly, it's an embarrassing disease, and that people make fun of. You know, people make fun of people who go to the bathroom or you see somebody shit themselves and you don't know why, right? You don't know it's a medical reason why they shit themselves. It's funny. Hell, if I saw somebody shit themselves, I will fucking laugh, right? But it's an embarrassing disease that a lot of people go through, and it causes depression, and people suffer from it, right? I'm lucky, like mine's is mild to moderate. And they try to put me on different drugs and things like that I just don't want to go on, and I try the homeopathy solution and try to be as clean and as organic and all those things as I want. I've tried the vegan route. I've tried vegetarian. I've tried the Dr. Sebi diet. I pretty much tried a lot of different things, and along the journey, I pay attention to my body. How's my body responding to things? I'll add certain things in, and the key is to not add everything in all at once, but you start picking up new things. So, guys, I promise you, if you stay tuned and check back with me, I plan on releasing something every either Thursday or Sunday. Motivation videos, fitness videos, dieting tips, cooking, and just different hacks and things like that, life hacks for ulcerative colitis and Crohn's to keep your flare-ups down to a minimum and to hopefully get you out of remission and having the body that you want and the body that you deserve. A lot of people, you know, who have IBD, some of us are malnutrition and we can't absorb the foods that we need to or want to. But I promise you, if you guys stick with me, feel free to ask me any question that you may have that I may not cover, or something that's just been on your head and on your mind for a while. I'm here for you, and please utilize me as much as you possibly can. Until next time, guys, remember, it's not a bird, it's a swan.